Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beneath the Kotatsu. My name is On, and you know, it's that time of year again. It's time to look at this season's anime, and it's been a wild ride. It's been one of the wildest rides I have ever seen in a long, long, long time, and I feel like I have a reason for this. I'm guessing the reason why this season has been so prolific is because most animes probably don't feel like they are under the thumb of Attack on Titan or Demon Slayer anymore. Just thinking about last year where Attack on Titan had its last season, most animes were not that good. They were pretty subpar. There's like one or two that were pretty good, but for the majority of it, it was pretty, uneventful. I would say, and just coming from last year's spring anime, 2021. I said at that time that the 2021 season for spring will probably not be beaten for several years to come. And oh my gosh, was I wrong? Because if you remember, going back to the 2021 spring season, it had like huge names like Tokyo Revengers, My Hero Academia, Fumetsu no Anate, Nagatoro-san 86, Vivi Floor Ice Song, that Odd Taxi. What else? I think they had Iruma-kun, and then they also had Slime Date Ken. Huge names for that season. But my gosh, the 2022 spring anime season has just brought it, and it's been crazy. So before I start talking about like all these animes, do you guys want to guess what my favorite anime this season is? Because there's a lot. I like a lot of these animes, but I'll give you guys a little while to guess what my favorite anime is. Before we talk about good animes, we need to talk about bad animes, because for a lot of the seasonal animes they bring, we always get the good animes, but on the flip side we also get really bad animes. And when I talk about bad animes, I'm not saying like animes that are inherently bad, like because their budget, they're bad because they have bad CGI. No, I'm not talking about that. There are, I think my ideal of like what a bad anime is probably an anime that tries to be good but fails in doing so because they don't meet their own standards, and then they try to deviate from whatever they're planning to do, and it raises a lot of red flags to me. So a good example of this was last year's anime. In the winter anime, there was one anime that really stood out to me as being really, really, really bad. And that anime is Kenja no Deshi wo Nanaru Keija. First episode was just one of the worst animes I've ever seen. Like the animation, it was good. It was on par with all these other animes that were coming out. Really good animation. What threw me for like what hit the red flags for me was how much CGI they're throwing into just the first episode. Like really bad CGI too. Like I described it as like Overlord bad CGI. And I forgave Overlord about using bad CGI because like no one's gonna sit there and draw like 1,000 man army on the screen at once. That makes sense. But for this anime, they could have just pulled back on how big the army was. They like even the close-up shots were all CGI, and it didn't look that good. And then they had like 10 minutes of pandering, and that really turned me off to this anime. I even gave episode 2 a shot before I even dropped it. But I was like, watching episode 1, I was like, I'm gonna instantly drop this. Going into episode 2, I was like, maybe it'll redeem itself. Not at all. I felt I knew I was gonna drop an episode 1, and I dropped it. It wasn't good. So what anime were bad in the 2022 season? The anime I thought was bad was All right, so let's go to the good anime of the spring 2022 season because you know what? I didn't think any of these animes were bad at all. There was a couple I didn't vibe with, but that's just me. Even though I didn't like them, other people will. Other people um like right off the top of my head, I think the one of the first animes that I just didn't really vibe with was Estaba Life Great Escape. It's all 3D. I think it's catered towards more like teenagers, uh, maybe like maybe even pre-teenage, like maybe 10-year-olds. I would say between 6 and 10 years, somewhere along that line. Um, it just I don't know. I didn't like it, but I'm sure other people will. But inherently, there was really no big red flags. Just watching the first episode, nothing hit me as being a bad anime. That's the thing, is that a lot of these animes, when I was watching them, they didn't really show signs of just being bad. It was just any animes that I didn't vibe with. But for this season, before I even talk about good animes, let's talk about openings and endings, because I don't know what happened, but all these animators, all these directors got together and be like, we're gonna have a competition of who can have the best openings. And a lot of these animes really brought it. It's been really crazy. They've really brought it. So usually when it comes to openings, I usually choose one good opening um, for the season. And I think you guys might know what I might choose for as the best opening this season. And you're half right. You're half right, because I'm sure everyone's probably gonna choose your boy Kong Ming. That anime had one of the best music ever in since the first opening of Kagiyasama. Kong Ming has really brought it with the music. But there's one other anime that has really stood apart in their opening, and that is Spy X Family. And I was really deciding which opening I liked more, Spy X Family and your boy Kong Ming. And a lot of you are thinking like Spy X Family, it was a good opening, but I think Kong Ming's better. No. Here's the thing. When it comes to a good opening, I look at the animation. I think a lot of people just vibe with the music. I think you also have to take how great the animation is. And even though Kong Ming has really good music, I want you guys to go back, rewatch the Spy X Family opening. I want you to really look at the credits, because most animes, they just kind of slap the credits on top of the opening, and it just it's just kind of there. But Spy X Family incorporates their credits into the animation, and it really makes it pop out at you. And I haven't seen such great animation and just great incorporation of credits, with an opening. Another anime that does is actually was it Summertime Render. They also had a really good opening too, where they incorporated their credits, title cards, everything like that. It wasn't as good as Spy X Family. Spy X Family really blew it out of the water with their opening. Just so I think my favorite, I think it would still be Kong Ming. I still really enjoy Kong Ming as an opening. It's really super catchy. But in terms of animation, I will give it to Spy X Family because it's great. It's been a long time since we've had such a really good animated, I think that even in the middle of the opening, I think there's a good 30-second chunk where there's no credits. You just get to enjoy a really nice visual opening. And you don't see that a lot of these days. Another opening, that I really enjoyed was the Kagiyasama third opening, and they really brought it this year too. Same singer, Maya Yuki Suzuki. He's still bringing his A game, and what I really like about it is that every time he does a different song, he always features a different backup singer. So I think for the first one, Love Dramatic, it was Rika Ihara. For the second one, Daddy Daddy Do, I think it was Airi Suzuki, and then for this one it was Sue, Giri Giri, and I think the ending is also by Ari Suzuki, so that's really good. They're keeping the opening and ending kind of within the same singers, I guess, if you could call that. And what else in terms of openings? I think that's pretty much it. I had to talk about openings. So have you guys guessed what my favorite anime is? At this point in life, you guys are probably guessing Spike's Family. No. I have an even more favorite anime this season. And the anime I have chosen for my favorite this season, it's going to be Ahaden-san wa Hakurenai. It's not so hard to say for me. I don't know why. Ahaden-san wa Hakurenai. And it's just a really nice slice of life anime. It puts you in that good mood feeling for some reason. Like it's if I had to describe it, it's like comedy slice of life, yes, but maybe it's like if you mix Komi-san with like teasing master Takagi-san, you'd get something like Haden-san. It's a really good opening, but that's just minor. That's the minor reason why I really like it. So I was talking about openings. Best ending goes to Ahaden-san. This anime has hands down the best ending of any anime I've seen in a long time. Say goodbye to the Chica dance, because Ahaden-san has taken over with the best ending. So if you don't know, pause the podcast, go to YouTube, and type in Ahaden Heart. Type in Ahaden Heart. There is a creditless version of the song. Just watch it, and if that doesn't get 1 million views by the end of the season, I'm gonna be super sad. It needs to get 1 million views. There's also a live version with the choreographer who also does a dance. And I think it's the publisher who put it out on their channel, so you can watch it creditless. It's fantastic. Go watch it. All right, so actually going down the full list of anime this season. Of course, we got a bunch of returning animes that are just blowing out of the water. Really good seasons like Shield Hero, fantastic. Kagiyasama, also fantastic. Komi-san. What else? We had a lot of really good season 2 animes. We had Bookworm, which I'm really enjoying right now. It's kind of slow, but I'm really enjoying it. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Like all the second season stuff has been really blowing me away. All of them I'm really enjoying. And in terms of Kagiyasama, I think they're really bringing their A game for season 3. They're going for like kill shots. Like usually, and I think for season 1 and roughly around half of season 2, they're kind of dancing around the subject of like confession, whatever. But in season 3, they're really going for kill shots. They're really trying to make each other confess. I'm really enjoying it. It's been fantastic so far. All right, so going down with the new anime, of course, Spike's Family. It's good. It's been good. It's great. It's a great anime. I'm not going to say it's like god tier or anything like that. I think it's the reason why it's so good. It's been memed up for like the last couple of years. Same thing with Komi-san. Like Komi-san, I also would think is like a meme anime where people make memes about it all the time, and it's been really hyped up for several years before the anime comes out, and then it comes out, everyone's really enjoying it, but I wouldn't put it on like a pedestal of like one of the best animes ever. Spike's Family is still really enjoyable, but in terms of like an anime, if it hasn't been memed up so hard, I wouldn't say it would get as high of a rating as it is, but I'm enjoying it. It's really good. Next is talk about Koming real quick. This is your boy Koming, because we talked about the opening. Also, like, how great is the time? Like, it's been such a long time since I've heard such a great title for an anime. Ya boy Koming. Like, come on. Like, most of these, like, most animes coming out in the last 5-6 years have been the most generic, most boring name I could think of. This one's finally fresh. It's fresh. Ya boy Koming. It just rolls off the tongue. I was not expecting this type of anime. Like, the genre mix with this anime, it's out of nowhere. And in terms of like Three Kings, I have no idea what Three Kingdoms is. I've never really gotten into it. I don't watch any Three Kingdoms anime. But I'm enjoying it. Like, if I'm gonna get into Three Kingdoms, I guess this is the anime to get me into it. First anime with actually decent English vocals from a voice actor. Like, I could understand the English they were singing, and it wasn't really jargony or anything like that. It was good. It was good English. Uh, what else can I say about this anime? Uh, like quick episode one thing. I remember he had like this neck muscle massager thing where you put it in your mouth and you go up and down. It was just so random, but it stuck in my head. Nothing really. I don't know why I mentioned that, but I thought it was funny. Next anime that came out of nowhere as well is Summertime Render. This is one of those types of animes where I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to spoil it. Because episode one was like, if you could have a, like, in terms of episode one, I think the best anime in terms of like having the best episode one was Fumetsu no Anatae. That anime had the best episode one. Summertime Render is pretty close to having that type of an episode one. It was absurd. It was crazy. It was one of the best episodes one I've ever seen. In terms of genre, it's like sci-fi slice of life. I sci-fi slice of life. That's a weird one, huh? I would I even would I even consider it slice of life? Maybe not. Maybe mystery sci-fi would be closer to that type of like it reminded me of, I forgot what anime it was. It was really popular anime back then. It was the one about like the girl that died, and then the main character could see her even though she's a ghost, but the other characters wasn't able to see her. It's kind of like in that same vein. It's not the same plot points or anything like that, but that's what it kind of reminded me of. Next is, I think, did I already talk about Aharon-san? I think, yeah, I did. I talked about Aharon-san. Next is, let me see, Yusha Yamemasu. You know, it was a pretty good anime. What am I supposed to tell you? It stars like the main character is a hero. He's basically super overpowered. He just defeats the evil lord army in about like, I don't know, like 10 times faster than what people predicted him to do. And then apparently everyone, all the townspeople, everyone else turned on him. They didn't like him because he was way too overpowered, and they try to chase him out of town. He ends up, saying, all right. He listens to the king. The king tells him, you need to leave town. You need to leave this country. You're not welcome here anymore because you're too powerful. You're now, monster type status powerful. So he thinks to himself, well, this is kind of crappy. I risked my life trying to defeat all these monsters and try to make everyone's life better, but they just kind of shun him as a monster. So he goes to the demon lord, which is a girl, and he asks her for a job, which is to rebuild the demon army, in a way that's more logistical. Like, after watching only a couple, like maybe 2 or 3 episodes, I don't really have the full story of what he's fully planning, but I'm guessing he just wants to get the demon lord's army back up, not to fight the humans, but just to live a normal life, I'm guessing. It's a good anime. I feel like I'm on the verge of like almost dropping it, but not because it's bad, just because I'm too inundated with so many animes this season. Like, if this aired last season, I would fully watch it all the way through. But coming into this season, I'm like, do I have time to watch this? It's good. It's a good anime, don't get me wrong. But do I have time to watch it? I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it. I'm still in that like realm of like, maybe I should watch it, maybe I shouldn't. And like, one of the crazy things about the anime is like in the first episode, it felt like a 13 episode recap. Like, they do a full recap of his background, what he did to destroy. Like, it literally felt like there was supposed to be another pre-season after this one, a 13 episode anime. They condensed it all. They're like, scrap it. We'll just put into a quick recap and then remake this anime. That's what it felt like. Next anime that just started airing like literally this week, so I only got one episode into it, is Kako no Rinazuke. For only watching one episode, it's pretty good. It's a slice of life comedy romance, and it kind of gives me a really good Nisekoi flashback, which, if you didn't know, Nisekoi ended a while back, and he chose what was it, the blonde hair girl over Onodera, and it just, I was rooting for Onodera the whole time, but I knew it was a losing battle, and this kind of gives me that same vibe where it's like, I feel like I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna root for, that one girl where everyone, she's like the just the one character that always sticks by the main character, but then he goes off and chooses like another random girl, like the childhood best friend. I always root for the childhood best friend, but this anime doesn't have like childhood best friends. The plot is basically like the guy's basically switched at birth to a different family. Now he's probably 6. I think he's 16. He says, and he's gonna go meet his new his biological family that he got switched with. Along the way, he meets a girl. The girl's super sad because she's being forced to marry another guy. They get into small debacle. And then they become kind of pseudo friends for the first episode. Turns out that she was supposed to marry him the entire time, and the family was supposed to tell him that he was supposed to marry her, but they didn't really tell him. He thought it was just gonna meet them up. Nothing really big happened. That's pretty much it. Next anime on the block. Actually, before that, for being only one episode, I definitely recommend at least give one episode a try. It was really good. Next episode on the block is Shinjo Saikyo no Daimon. Would I recommend this anime? It's pretty good. It's a pretty good anime. It's basically about a demon lord. He's completed everything he wants to do, so he chooses to reincarnate himself back into like a kid or something like that. And maybe, I'm not sure if it's in a new world, or I think it's in the same world. Where he just wants to live like a normal teenage life. Turns out, even though he nerfed himself super hard by reincarnating himself, he's still super strong. It's filler. It's a filler anime. That's what I can tell you. It's a filler anime. I hate to compare it. I hate to say that if this aired last season, I would watch it. Like that's how I'm gonna compare most of these. Like if it aired last season during probably one of the most stale seasons, I would watch it, but that's how I gotta really describe it to you guys. Like this season, it's a 50-50 for me. Like, am I gonna watch it? Probably not. I have too many on my plate already. Is it enjoyable? Yeah, it's pretty good. Next anime is Gaikotsu Kishi-sama. Also filler, but it's really refreshing. It's a really refreshing filler. It's just good guy doing good things. I think that's probably the reason why I enjoyed watching Kuma 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 Bear so much. Even though it was like a moe filler, it was just like, good person doing good things. Same thing with this anime, And I hate that even though he's like a demon, not demon, like a lynch looking type character, like my head instantly went to Overlord, but it's not even close to Overlord. Like 3D's not half bad. It's pretty good 3D. Like it's filler. What I want, what else am I supposed to say about it? It's really good though. I'm definitely gonna keep up with it. It's an enjoyable watch. It's just a good guy doing good things. That's pretty much it. It's basically like if Shield Hero, except they didn't really hate on him at the very beginning of the show. They like Shield Hero, except he's the good guy at the beginning of the show. That's how I feel. That's how I see this anime. And what I really like about this anime is they get it right in terms of like, if you're gonna get isekai'd as a character into a game, you're gonna have all these overpowered items. Overlord did that too, where he got isekai'd into the game. He has all these overpowered items, yada yada yada. Same premise, except just good guy doing good things. Next anime, Otomege Sekai wa Mob ni Kibishi Sekai Desu. I think I enjoyed this. I think I enjoyed this anime. I think I did. I think I watched 2 episodes of it, and it basically has the same premise of like my life as like a villainess or something like that, where it gets transported into an otome game. Except the otome game makes no sense at all. It's like has mechas, love interests, a bunch of different stuff like that, and this is really different from my life as a villainess because he plays almost an NPC background character while other main characters kind of do their thing and be like with like dialogue wise they talk in terms of like what he actually plays the game, and I think he 100% the game before he actually was transported into the game. You know what? I'm probably gonna keep watching it. It's really enjoyable. There's nothing wrong with the anime at all. But in terms of storytelling, it was somewhat kind of all over the place in the first episode, but it made sense. I could follow along with it. He was basically like using cheats the entire. I wouldn't say cheats. It's like when you play the game like through like 4 or 5 times and you know where all the secret hidden areas are. I think that's how he is. Since he 100% the game, he knew where all the secret hidden items were. He got like a spaceship at the very first episode, a bunch of different overpowered items, stuff like that. So yeah, it's enjoyable. I like it more than my life as a villainess. I think I never even finished that anime either. Next anime on the list is, what was this one? Oh, Shokei Shoujo no Virgin Road. So this anime, when I first watched it, I was like, all right, let's just get this anime out of the way because it, you know, with the title like that, it's gonna be harem trash filler, you know, like just even looking at the cover art, it's just a bunch of girls on the cover art, and I was like, all right, you know, I saved this till like the very last, where it's like, all right, harem anime, let's get this out of the way. Oh boy, oh boy, this is not anywhere close to what I was expecting this anime to be. I don't want to spoil what happens in the first episode because my god, I was like, what my premise is coming into this anime and what I got out of it. What do I talk about in terms of like this anime was so crazy. I was like, okay, we got an isekai. This is an isekai anime. All right. Okay, we're getting close to like harem-ish. Are we talking? We're playing. Oh no! This is not what I was expecting. Nope, not at all. I'm gonna keep watching it. You guys should at least give at least watch one episode of Shokei Shoujo no Virgin Road, because what my thoughts of it were coming in and what I got out of it were 2 completely different things. Next anime on the list is Koi wa Sekai Seifuku no Atode. Basically, stars a main character. He is a Sentai, aka Power Ranger. And I think it's really funny where the theme, usually like I'm not sure if they're still airing Power Rangers or not, but every season they have like different themes of Power Rangers. I know in America they had like dinosaurs, ninjas, samurai, a bunch of this. I really like it that this anime uses like the ice cream themed, like gelato. I think they're called the Gelato Rangers or something like that. And the whole premise around this anime is that he falls in love with one of the bad guys, which is a girl, and they are secretly going out with each other while they're like their evil teams and their good teams are fighting each other. They're kind of like having like a mid battle date, which is it's really good anime. It's like it's definitely a comedy romance. Am I gonna keep watching it? Probably. I'm probably gonna keep watching it. I can't decide if I should save this for a rainy day anime, or because, like I said, there's too many animes this season. I don't know if I should save this for a rainy day or not. It's a good anime, but am I gonna keep watching? I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it. Next anime is Mahotsukai Remaki. this is probably one of the first animes that where after getting into 2 or 3 episodes, I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch this. It's in terms of animes, it's pretty boring. It's not that like, and when I say boring, I'm comparing it to all these other animes this season. It doesn't really hit the mark for me. It's not bad, like no red flags or anything like that. It was just boring. Like nothing really stood out to me in terms of anime. The one thing that it has going for it, if you enjoyed watching Rimuru, like Slime Date Ken, the main one, like one of the main characters, VA'd by the same person who voice acts Rimuru. So it's super distinct too. I was like, when I was first watching, I was like, oh, that's definitely Rimuru. I looked it up. I was like, yep, same voice actor. So very distinct voice. I'm getting to the part where after watching so much anime, you can definitely tell one voice from another voice, and there are just some voices that really stands out to me. I'm like, oh yeah, this is the same voice actor. Can't believe we still got so many. Was that only half the list? I got half more of these to go. Jeez, I got so many. Next anime is Daimon. Nice, short, enjoyable title. This is a pretty standard slice of life anime. Guy leaves his family to join a band. Turns out that his father or grandfather gets sick. Decides to come back home to help with the family business, which is making Japanese sweets. There is also a girl that is involved where her mom, I think that her mom leaves her like at a very young age, so she's with her dad. Dad decides to abandon her. Now the people at the company take her in. She now works at the inn or at the shop making Japanese sweets as well. That's pretty much it about the anime. It's pretty generic slice of life. I'm really enjoying it though. Pretty standard, nothing too crazy about it. Next anime is Kunochi Tsuba no Muneuchi. It's basically moe ninjas. That's pretty much it. Moe ninjas. I'm not sure what else to tell you about it. Next anime on this list is Heroine Tarumono. This anime was really surprising to me. This I also pushed this one all the way back to like near the very end of watching, because I like just coming into watching this and looking at the cover art, I was like, is this gonna be like one of those like reverse harem type anime? And no, it's not. It's not at all. It's basically about a girl who is from the countryside. She goes to school. Turns out she is going to now be working with like two male idols. But just explaining it to you guys in this manner, it does feel like a reverse harem anime, but it's not. It's actually a really, really good anime. And I had to go and look into the background of this anime to see if it was any good or not. And I was trying to pull up the manga, but this anime is actually not based on the manga. Surprisingly, it's a standalone anime based off of an actual virtual idol group, which it's also based off of a movie as well. It's really weird. It's a really weird anime in terms of like the context that it's been brought up from. And when I was looking at it, I was like, just looking at the cover, I thought they were going to go very like shoujo-esque type animation, but they didn't. It's pretty standard anime animation. Nothing really too crazy going on. Like, you got one side of like super shoujo, and then you have like the full on fighting anime. It's smack dab in the middle. It's perfectly fine. It's a good anime. Am I gonna watch it? Oh, you bet I'm gonna watch this. I think I'm already on the 3rd episode, so I can't stop. I can't stop watching it. It's really good. Next anime on the list is Kono Healer. This is a really awkward anime. It's kind of like a slapstick anime. And when I say slapstick, it's pretty like 2 or 3 people slapstick where they just kind of go back and forth with a bunch of banter. Not my cup of tea in terms of if I liked it or not, but it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. Next one on the list is RPG Fudo-San. Uh, this is a weird one. This is a really weird one. It's basically uh, it's not isekai. It's like medieval medieval realtors, but super moe. I really enjoyed it. Um, Probably not gonna watch it all the way through. That's my thing though. It's like it's a filler. It's a filler, but it's a really cute filler. I'm sure some people will like this. It's just for this season. Like if this aired last season, I probably definitely watch it all the way through. But for this season, probably not. Probably gonna drop it. Next anime on the list is Birdie Wing's Golf Girl Story. Surprisingly, really good episode 1. One like it's about a mercenary freelance golfer that golfs for other people, and she's really good at golfing. Um, what else do I say about a golfing anime? It's just really good. I give at least like one episode a try for this anime. It's actually not that bad. Um, I'm pretty I'm 50-50 if I want to watch this or not. It's really enjoyable though. Next one is Healer Girl. Uh, it's about girls that sing to heal people. That's pretty much it. It's good. But I'm probably not gonna watch it. Next one on the list is Shachiku-san wa Yojo Yuri ni Iyasuretai. It's basically about a ghost girl who haunts this building, and about another worker that works too hard, and the ghost girl is trying to force her to leave work. It's super cute, super moe, but this anime makes me really mad, like really really mad. Not because the anime is bad, not at all, but the premise is that people have to work all the way to like past midnight, and for no extra pay whatsoever, just to get a job done, because that's the culture in Japan. To the point where where a ghost girl is trying to get this other girl to go home because she's overworking herself and she might die. That's the premise. This is the whole premise around this anime. I really like it. It's really cute, but I just hate the premise that it's wrapped around. It does kind of remind me a little bit of what's that dragon anime? I think they're airing it last season, but I forgot what the name of it was. It was like that cutesy dragon anime. Forgot. You guys know what it is though. I probably won't have to look it up. It was good. I liked it. What else? I think that's pretty much it. That's probably pretty much all the animes I watched coming into this season. There's probably 2 or 3 that I skipped, and I'll probably have to watch coming up the next couple of days, but that's pretty much it. Out of all these animes, there's probably like I probably have over 10 or that I'm actively wanting to watch. Big standouts to me, of course, like I would say just hands down, just go watch them. It's probably Spike's Family, Shield Hero 2, Kagiyasama. Did I talk about Kawaii Dake Janai? I don't think I did I? No. I don't think I did. It's a really good slice of life romance anime, and like they don't play no fluff games. They're like at the very beginning, you have like the boyfriend girlfriend relationship already, and they're kind of in that really loving relationship, and they're just that's pretty much the whole premise around it, is just like guy girl girlfriend boyfriend relationship. That's it. That's the whole idea around the anime. But it's really good. It's a really enjoyable anime. There's lots of animes where they kind of teeter over the edge of like, are they going out? Are they not going out? This anime just like, okay, they're going out and they're having a great time. Fantastic anime. Also on my list. So that's already 4 animes on the list. Next is Komi-san. That's 5. Aharon-san. That's 6. 6 on my list already. Summertime Render. That's a 7. Yusha Yamemasu. Iffy about it. I already have 7 on my list. I'll put 50-50 for now. Kakuno Linazuke, that's 8. That's going on my list. That's 8 animes already. Gaikotsu Kishi-sama, that's 9. Otomega Sekai, that's 5. That's 10. No, that's 10. We're at 10. Your boy Koming is 11. Shoke Shoujo no Virgin Road 12. Koi wa Sekai 50/50 on my list. Bookworm. I lost count. We're at 12. Jeez, we're at 12 already. What else? I feel like Shachiku. I'll probably watch that. 13ish. Heroine Tarumono. It's like 14. It's 14 animes. I need to really drop some, but they're all just so good this season. Like, what else am I gonna say? This is pretty crazy. It's a pretty crazy season. Like I said, like I thought last year's spring anime season was crazy. This has just brought it to another level. Like I don't know what else to tell you guys, but just at least give all these animes I'm listing, at least give them one episode because they're exceptionally good. A lot of these are really good coming out of the gate. Also, really quick, mention that kind of popped up out of nowhere because I like to listen to a lot of just like random music, or I wouldn't say random, like I'll click like a song on my YouTube playlist and it'll just play like related songs. Got a really good recommendation for a song. You guys already know it. It's Gunjo by Yasobi, but there's actually a version that's really cool where they sing with like an actual high school band or something like that. I'll probably leave a link in the description if you guys want to listen to that. It's pretty good. I'll also leave the link to the Heart and Heart as well. It's really good. Like the dancing is also very good. What else? I feel like I'm so tired out. I like talking about all these animes. It's causing me to literally lose my soul. Cause usually I'm pretty hyped about like talking crap about anime, but all these are not that bad. Like I said, no red flag animes. Nothing that really like immediately made me drop episode 1 at all. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for me, guys. So I'll catch you guys later. Bye.